Hey, what's up everyone? Rich UX here from Rich+Niche.com. Today I want to talk about why full stack matters, why you want many skills, and to sort of dispel this idea that specialization is the only way in this industry, and maybe even not even the best way at all. And I think that I'm going to make a pretty strong argument as to why you really need to develop multiple skills and not just rely on a single specialization. All right, let's jump into this video now and discuss the full stack of skills and why it's the preferred methodology as a digital marketer as opposed to, say, specialization. Well, I'm gonna bring up a point right off the bat here about AI. You know, I've been observing the industry very closely over the last decade, and in the last, I'd say 18 months, maybe 24 months, I've seen such a rise in the quality of AI-based tools, AI-based software. And someone was just asking me yesterday in an interview, like how I see AI changing the marketplace. And, you know, personally, I like using AI. You know, as someone who has a full stack of skills, as someone who does many things, it's like AI helps me speed up the process. AI supports me on my business journey. I don't feel like I'm in competition with AI. Like if I'm a copywriter, I'm gonna feel a bit stressed out that AI is starting to become great at writing copy. If I'm a video editor, I'm gonna feel really like nervous that AI is getting good at editing video. So right off the bat, I see that there's this like mental state of if you're full stack, you like AI, you can utilize AI, you're excited about AI. If you're a specialist, you're like, oh my God, I hope AI doesn't do this. And it's like, oh, AI is not even that good. It's like AI is good. It's really good. And I'm excited that to let it be good and to utilize it because there's so many tasks we do as marketers. There's so many tasks we do as business owners. You know, you want to save time. You want to make your life easier, right? So I see AI as sort of playing this key role. And what I was saying to this person in this interview was that what AI helps in the business landscape of things is that we're going to have more one-person businesses. We're going to have more micro businesses. We're going to have very small businesses. We're going to have a very flat landscape of economy. We're going to move slightly away from this pyramid shape economy. We're going to move away from like all corporations. We're going to move away from that into a lot more lifestyle businesses, a lot more freelancers, a lot more small businesses, online businesses, e-commerce shops. You're not going to have to rely on the big conglomerates, the big enterprises nearly as much. Because of AI, the one-person business can do a lot more than they used to be able to do and be successful, right? Like if you're selling a product, but you don't know anything about marketing, suddenly you have AI copywriting, AI video editing, AI photo design, AI social media posts. Like it's like you have a team, right? So you first need to understand how the industry is shaping up to realize why the full stack matters. And I think that it's fine to specialize. There's nothing wrong with that, but there is some risks in the long run because you don't know where AI is going next, right? So I think where I want to go next with this is understanding that, as a digital marketer, you have this unique ability to start your own business, to build your own brand. Like if I'm like an independent accountant, if I'm an independent human resources freelancer, if I'm, some of these other business functions, I don't necessarily have the skills to get a business out in the world. I don't necessarily have the skills to promote my business. Like the best CEOs in the world, think like Steve Jobs, think Elon Musk, they're like great at marketing. Marketing is the underlying skill that brings business to life. So all the digital marketers I train, I would hope that their long-term aspiration is not to be an in-house marketer, but to either have their own marketing business or a business unrelated to marketing and to utilize all of their marketing skills, right? So I think that the digital marketer should aspire long term to have their own business of some sort, to truly break the income ceiling, to truly gain full control of their life and lifestyle design. And I think that if you want to have a business, you certainly can't specialize. There's no such specialization as I own a business. If you're going to own a business, you need to have an understanding of multiple elements. You need to stack skills, and not just marketing skills, sales skills, product skills, customer relations skills. And a lot of those fall under the marketing umbrella, right? The customer journey, the customer experience, delivery, excitement, promotion, all of these elements. So right off the bat, I feel very strong about this argument. I don't see how the specialist is taking over in 2030. I think they're wiped out, and I think the full stack marketer is absolutely thriving. If you want to put them up one-on-one today on the specialist skill, like let's say we put up a full stack marketer against like a primo copywriter. I'm not going to be surprised if the primo copywriter can close a few more bigger deals. But let's look at these exact two players 10 years down the line. I don't know for sure that the copywriter ever got to the next level. I know for sure the full stack marketer kept going up, kept stacking skills, kept gaining experience. Okay, so I think that the problem with specialization in an AI-based context, in a can I build my own business context, is specialization has risks and sort of has walls and ceilings that maybe you might not be able to break. And that's fine. I think that specialists should start adding more skills. They should become more adept at, building a business, at understanding some of these different elements, business is a complex thing, and it's very sort of dynamic now. It's changing, and it's easier and it's harder at the same time. It's easier because there's so many tools to help us, and it's harder because there's more people doing it. So you might have more competition. That's why it's important to pick a really tight niche, absolutely dominate your niche, and then expand from there over time. Now, the final thing I want to say, so, first of all, we talked about the risks of specialization and why full stack can help. And then we talked about, over 10, 20-year period, who's going to be more successful. And I think it's important to understand that skills are essentially investments. The more investments you make, the better off you're going to be in the long run. Short term, you might have to pay those skills back. You're going to learn something, you might have to take a step back and then take 2 steps forward, right? But in the long run, adding skills is going to be a big, powerful investment that pays off for you. And then if you can add experience to the mix with those investments, you are going to have success for sure. The thing about skills and experience is it only goes up. As the kids like to say in the Bitcoin world these days, up only. Your chart is going up and to the right. Okay, it's something that just keeps growing and developing. Like, experience never takes you down. Adding a new skill never brings you down. It only adds on as time goes on. So if you look at it just really logically, again, you might not close the biggest deal without a specialization, without a hyper clear offer, but that's not even a sure thing. I think that the full stack marketer with enough experience ultimately becomes that general contractor of the project, the project manager, the pocket CMO. Like, I love using the building a house analogy. It's so accurate. Like, the specialist installs the electricity, the specialist installs the plumbing, but the general contractor makes the most money. He does the least work. He relies on the network. He relies on project management skills. He relies on customer and client relationships, and just lives a really powerful life and isn't always like necessarily worried about how houses are changing over time. What kind of flooring is popular today? What kind of roofing is popular? Do they want solar power? Do they want natural gas? You know, are they trying to get heated floors? It's like, I don't care. I can always find a specialist to work with me. I can always subcontract someone to work with me, but I'm gonna have this really nice understanding of what it takes to take a house from foundation to complete, because I've gained experience, because I know a little bit of everything. I just think it's more future-proof. It's more well-rounded. It's going to serve you as a business builder and not just a marketer, quote unquote. You know, it's going to be the pathway that sort of sets you up for the best life. I mean, that's what I've experienced so far. I've never really classified myself as any specialization. I definitely classified myself as a full stack marketer, as a consultant, as someone who can manage your project, as someone who can advise you on any element of your digital marketing campaigns. And I'm going to continue to do so. I just simply think it's the best way. So I don't know what you guys think. Why don't you let me know in the comments? And leave a like if you like this video and it helped you get clarity on what you're gonna do. And yeah, don't forget to share this content. Let people know out there that you believe in the full stack, that you're going for that sort of a career. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I guess that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next one.